shirt today, Hamish.
Thank you very much. AC/DC bought this market in Noosa along with 2 other Metallica shirts.
Do you think, when you think AC/DC, do you think Gold Coast Hub pinball machine?
Obviously.
Should we start the show with some stories about that?
Oh, boy. Well, yeah.
Hamish, myself, Shannon Hearn, they were the top 3.
Yeah, no question.
Time spent training, becoming a better AFL footballer, probably about 50%. The other 50% of
50% for you. I didn't play in the first hub and knew I was getting delisted at the end of the year.
Time spent on the Akadaka pinball machine, high amounts.
Yeah,
like we had
roof.
it clocked at one, like unbelievable.
So the way it worked is like there was all these little intricate things. You had to hit all the little machine parts, and if you picked a certain song, you scored points a certain way. And you and I just got to a point where we could learn what was sort of going on.
Knew where all the bonuses were.
Knew where the bonuses were. Shannon Hearn Googled how to play.
Yes.
And like read the manual of how to score, and he got like 120 million or something, blew everyone out of the water.
Okay though?
Pinball, like you know how pinball works though, like it's...
When we first got on there, we were pretty happy to get like $1 million, $2 million.
Slapping away.
Yeah.
You need to, it's about like building the...
Oh yeah, building the bonuses. When you got the combo ball and there were 5 of them going at once, you felt like you were like a lobster tail just going...
Sco and I went to a bar like 3 months ago.
Did we?
And there was the AC/DC pinball machine.
Which part? Was it in Northbridge?
Yes, downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs. I've been I've been there. Yeah.
Alabama song.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, below Alabama song, whatever that one is.
Yeah.
And I blew up, didn't I?
And Sco was like,
I know how to do
and
this.
literally started it, and he's
I
like,
reckon I texted you the last time I was there. I reckon I went there like a year and a half ago, and I'm pretty sure I texted you.
Yeah. So he'd still remembered all the bits and pieces.
Yeah, of course. You don't forget. It's like riding a bike, mate.
Absolutely. Welcome to BackChat. Hamish Brayshaw, Dan Const, Will Schofield with you this evening. Yes, we've got Hamish back. We're going to touch on that first up. BackChatpodcast.com.au for all your stuff over there. Our patrons, if you're listening to this now and you haven't, I'd probably duck over to Patreon because we've done a little special Q&A over there. It was actually quite fun, Dan.
Yeah, it was. Very good.
Next time you're around, maybe you can join in as well, Hamish.
Yeah, huge. Sorry about that, lads.
No, that's okay. You've got things to do.
You've got a job.
Yeah, I do actually have a job.
So
in the real world.
Make sure you sign up to Patreon. If you're not patrons, you know what to do. Our supporters, our suppliers, our sponsors, our kings that look after us, Whippersnapper, Margaret River Roasting Co., Bluebet, Shelter Brewing Co., Leadable Cameras, all got discount codes over there. You can get the best stuff over there, and we thank them for putting this all together. Now, let's get straight into it. Last week, the boys from the Southern River Band, who you heard off the top there, the lads from Thornley, headed out on their national tour. They went to Melbourne and Adelaide over the weekend. They were on the show.
They were fresh off touring with the Darkness.
Well, correct, and they were great. But this is less about Southern River Band, more about Hamish Brayshaw. Yep. 1 week into saying I'm committing to this full time, he texted me on the Sunday, so it wasn't a Monday.
Yeah, It wasn't
a Monday. Oh, I forgot I was. Yep. It was a Sunday, maybe even a Saturday. You gave me plenty of notice.
I thought.
Plenty of notice. Not going to make it.
It was sort of like when you haven't seen your dad for weeks because he works so much, and then he's like, "Mate, I promise I'm going to take you fishing, right?" So then your mum's like, gets you ready, gets you dressed in the morning, and you go sit out on the step, and it's 8 a.m. Your dad said he'd be there at 8, so you're waiting like, "Man, he's going to be excited." And then 10 minutes goes by, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sure he'll be here soon."
He just got a couple of red lights.
At 9:45, your mum calls you and goes, "Come on, mate, I don't think he's coming today."
Oh boy,
that was a little bit like that.
Well, that's what it would have been like for listeners.
Yeah, it's terribly sorry. I mean, I was disappointed. I'm glad I'm here. It's good to be back. Good
Where
to see.
were you? You down south?
Yeah, I was down south. I had,
you took leave already.
Yeah, I took leave already.
All right.
Yeah, I'm taking leave again next week. So unless you want to do it,
you did make up for some social action. So you're playing golf in the BackChat jumper.
Thank you.
There is some merch available.
Yeah,
if
not much.
Not much. It's going off the shelves. Yeah, there's
not a lot. It's complete. We should really get some for Christmas. Honestly, we should get some. We should just redo what we've got for Christmas.
Okay.
But there is some available. Jump on the website, backchatpodcast.com.au/merch. You can see what you were hitting in.
Yep.
If it's anything to go by, do not wear it if you need to play good golf.
Yeah, don't wear it
because you were very frustrated, man.
I was a really bad slice.
Yeah, so I...
you a slicer? Is that where you go usually?
Well, that's... Leighton, our golf correspondent, had picked this up in all too well, but I can step up to the tee box and have as much confidence in where the ball's going to go as a blind man playing basketball without the person tapping on the thing. I don't know if I can say that, but I watched a blind basketball video the other day. That's how they know where the ring is. I step up and just have no idea where the ball's going to go. It can go left, it can go right, it can go up, it can go down. I can miss it. It's just, I'm in a world of hurt with my golf game at the moment.
The best part about that
All
shot
I
that I saw.
about is blind basketball right now.
I want to know more about that. You hit a ball, it sliced horribly.
Yeah,
And I heard you say, come back. As if
No.
it was-
I said hit a tree. I think I might have said.
Oh,
But
I
what
think
it did is
fuck that.
no, it hit a house, and but you buy a house on the golf course. You can't be mad if you get hit by a golf ball.
That doesn't pass.
But
the
no,
podcast.
I was really bad.
So we're doing the Shelter Sportscast this morning. I was watching along as Mark Reddings and Bradley Hogg broke down the World Cup final, which I don't really want to speak about that much. I don't really like cricket that much. But
Sure.
while we're doing that, breaking news comes across the table. I
Yeah.
felt like Tom Brown.
Yep.
Brownlow betting scandal.
Yeah, massive.
People arrested.
Aren't they? I couldn't believe it.
So one of them's an umpire.
Including an umpire.
AFL umpire. I don't really want to say his name. It has been released, but I think we'll just stay clear of that. An AFL umpire has
haven't
been
seen the release.
arrested.
Can you
And
tell me?
3 of his mates have been arrested. So let's break this down in layman's terms, in BackChat terms.
Yep. Yep.
What's happened is umpire old mate has
Yep.
umpired some games. It wasn't just one game.
Yeah, it
that
was a
he's-
few.
It was a few. Every umpire, he's got his 3 best mates together, and he said, "Boys, I've got an idea. I know who got the votes here. I don't. He obviously hasn't said make a fake account. He's just said Hamish Brayshaw gets 3, Dan Const gets 2, Scully gets 1. Wait till the what's it called? The type of betting,
Live betting.
the
Pops
slot,
spot
round?
betting?
spot betting
Yep.
comes out.
There you go.
And there you go. That's what's happened. If these 4 games and these blokes, the only bets they've put on is on those games, and the police just led the police straight to their front
So
door.
yeah, that's just
I wonder what triggered it though.
oh boy.
Money, wanting to make
Yeah,
money.
obviously wanting to make money, but like, just be smart, lads. Bet on every round. Cut your losses
Yeah,
here
cut
and
losses.
load up on the
Yeah.
ones you know are going to win.
The only way,
Oh.
there's again, without knowing all the details, like I was just trying to think how you get caught doing that, because spot betting is not illegal. Like
No,
you're allowed
absolutely.
to do it.
You're allowed to do that.
So either they've just bet on those games
had to have.
and they've hit everyone, and
Well,
they've hit
obviously
3-2.
you know who's winning.
They've hit 3-2-1. They haven't thrown any diversionaries out, and like
And
TAB,
gone big
Sportsbet,
on it as
whatever.
well. So someone's like, oh, someone just won 50.
It wouldn't have happened on Bluebet. There's no way that.
No way. But what it's like, imagine being the umpire. So I'm like, you said this to your 3 mates, boys. I need you to be as discreet as you can. And they've gone and gone. Yep, no worries. Bang, bang, bang. It's just you'd be devastated.
I
in
don't
your
reckon you
mates.
think you're getting arrested for that sort of stuff.
Oh
though.
God, no. Well,
They've been arrested, and the maximum sentence is 10 years each in
10?
are you
jail.
kidding me?
Yeah.
10 years for what? Fraud.
Yeah, I don't know. That's telling
Probably.
me that I'm thinking there's a fair bit of money on the line. $5 multi on this sort of stuff isn't getting put in jail for 10
Nah,
years.
they would have.
It's not even
That's
getting
where you
put in
need to be
jail.
smart. Just make it.
Well, I guess if you
casual.
know you're going to win, you're probably not. You're probably putting a bit more than 5 on. Idiots.
Well,
well.
you'd put $20 on, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Talking about $20.
Oh, bang.
$20 challenge. Now,
Get you a lot these
Yeah.
days.
the
It does.
results came through last week. I don't know if you have the selections.
Oh yeah, I can get that
not,
too.
Not just the results. I want
Yeah,
the
yeah, I can get that.
selections. But I was disappointed to not have Hammer here. We
Sorry.
went through it with the Southern River Band boys, but we didn't
Tell them who
we
was
didn't
who.
say who was who.
Sure.
We made them make some selections. It was
Yep.
person A, person B, person C.
Understood.
We are, of course, talking about the $20 challenge. You thought,
Yeah.
what can you buy in a servo for $20?
Well, it was luckily enough for us $2 pie day. So
That
that
was
was
huge.
That was
ridiculous.
incredible. We've
Well,
rocked up. We've asked you. You've picked the servo.
Picked the servo
And I
right
said,
around
what
the
sort of
corner
servo
from
is
my
there? We
house.
go like decent Bay Marie. You actually talked it right down.
No, yeah, I did. Well,
I was expecting less than what we got. We walked in.
we
there
walked
was
into a
lot
pretty
on
handy
offer.
servo. There was, but I thought when you described as there a decent Bay Marie, I'm thinking, is that like one of those trucker stops where you can get a Palmer and chips, and it's like, well, that's just that defeats the purpose of your $20
I just
challenge.
wanted exactly what we got.
Correct. So there was a pie stand, there was a donut stand, there was drinks, there was
Oh boy.
boy.
If you're watching on YouTube and you just saw what was put on screen there, it's been given away who had what.
Well,
There was a nice fridge.
Oh, there was a beautiful fridge. And the thing
Lots
is,
of
it was a
drinks.
hot day too. Like, it was reasonably hot.
Yep.
It was just after lunchtime. We'd been busy.
Yep.
And we walk in there thinking, geez, parched. Do you want... Oh, I mean, there's water there. Probably not for a $20 challenge because you get water at home. That's free. But your Sprites, your Solos, your Cokes, your Pepsis, your...
Fat people
melon
drinks.
water.
Well, let's just...
Melon
why don't we
water.
go through each
Anyway.
one?
Okay. So person A
Yep.
Which was?
do you want me to say whose it was?
We'll go at the end.
Okay, well, this is what was in it. A couple of pies.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, nice.
2 bags of candy, the natural confectionery type. You had a Kinder little chocolate bar. These brilliant salt and vinegar harvest snaps, which everyone loves.
Just say what was in it.
And this really interesting...
What did you say? Did you have pea snaps?
Yeah.
Pea harvest snaps
Harvest
for a
snaps.
$20 servo challenge.
I will say,
Yep.
I went to the survey yesterday.
Got him.
Bought one thing.
Yep.
It was the pea snaps.
And a H2 melon, really delicious
Again,
watermelon.
if you're
water,
watching on
refreshing.
YouTube,
An
we had to...
H2 melon water.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Why don't you read some of the quotes from the can?
Better for you and better for the planet. By purchasing this product, you're helping stop ocean plastic. Well, that's good.
Love that, yep.
That's good. The equivalent amount of plastic used in this packaging will be prevented from entering our oceans.
Don't they say something like...
That's
up your melon?
Hydrate yourself.
Yeah, cool.
Not hydrate yourself.
Yep, for the
Hydrate
kids.
yourself. That, yeah. Straight from the melon to your mouth, which
Love
is a
that.
lie because it's gone through the can first. So don't false advertising there. Shake well before serving.
Shake well.
Did we shake?
I read the instructions.
Hang on, we're not releasing who bought this.
Yes, we're not releasing it, of
Oh,
course.
there you go.
This is person B. A couple of pies, a couple of Sprites, a
read
couple of
this.
sauces, a chomp. Didn't know they still existed. A
Isn't there
cyclone
sausage
ice cream.
roll with a couple of pies.
There is a sausage roll as
So do you
well.
want to read out what's actually...
Yeah,
in
seriously.
it? I'm not even looking at it.
I have not finished my list of things.
Sure.
Caramello koala. And yes, a king size 4 and 20 at sausage roll. Only 2 sauces, 3 pastries, a lot of pastry there.
That was fucking questionable.
Yeah,
Only
well,
2
that was
sauces.
disappointing.
So that
because
was person B, and that
wanted
came
all,
to $18.65.
$19.65
Sorry,
if my memory of person B
$19.65.
serves me correctly.
Cheap.
Cheap.
Person
Had some
A was
30s. You wanted a couple of warheads.
$19.80.
$19.80.
Yep. Let's go to person C for a clean $20
On the nose.
exact
That's crisp.
on the nose.
I feel like that should get bonus points.
I could, yeah. Well,
possibly.
depending on who
$20
person C
We'll
is.
see.
Yeah.
So a couple of pies,
Yep.
a can of Solo.
Oh, the thirst. And was it? I
440
think
mil.
it might have been.
440
Yeah,
mil.
the jumbo
Wasn't it
can.
375 or 440?
Of course.
How big was that melon can?
This
500
melon water
mil?
was 500 mil or 6.9 ounces.
About
Ounces.
450 mil
Yep.
too much.
A packet of salt and vinegar Smith's chips.
Delicious.
A packet of Doritos. 2 packs of Zappos. One grape,
Throwback.
one strawberry. Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Both the flavors. A caramel donut.
Oh, yeah, that's a game changer, isn't it?
Who knows how long it's been in that packaging,
That's
but it
the
is
point,
still
though.
a
Yeah,
caramel
exactly.
donut.
Sweaty.
So that's person
Sweaty
C.
dough.
Just before
So-
we say, hang on, I need to read this out. So,
This is back to the melon
yeah,
can.
back to the 100% natural H2 melon water. It's really nice of them to list the ingredients.
All right, go on. What's in it?
Ingredients: 100% watermelon.
Oh, amazing. There you
Just
go.
in case, just in case anyone was wondering, pure watermelon.
Well,
Thank you
That's
very much.
there you go.
100%.
They're sticking by their
You
word
can
there.
finish it, mate. There you go.
Might have a little sip of that actually.
Oh,
So
it's 2 weeks old.
Right, so
So-
quite clearly,
Dan
the
was the
biggest
melon
idiot in
water,
the
yeah.
fucking room was person A.
Dan.
okay, so yeah,
Melon water, snap fried peas. What else do you have in there?
just talked those up
Yeah,
a second ago. 2
yeah.
pies, packets of lollies, which we're still eating for like
Yeah.
a week.
yeah.
Yeah, but no,
You still haven't finished your fucking meal, mate.
Oh,
It's as good as when I first opened
yeah,
it.
as
Poor.
most
Try it.
watermelons are. 2 weeks later. I mean, I'll try it.
Try it.
God.
That was a good sip as well. A lot came out. Actually,
I've got to be perfectly honest with you. It's all right.
yeah,
It's
so
okay.
really good.
So Dan
Okay.
was
Dan was
a
okay.
watermelon.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Look, I think
It's a whole lot
do you
better
want to
than I
talk through your
Yeah, 20.
decisions?
So, no, I don't want to talk through my decisions because people probably don't care, but
Highly
I
questionable.
like those sorts of drinks. I like to go something a bit
So you
odd.
don't want to talk through it, but you're going to talk through it.
But I was the only thing I was going to say is that I think the drink was my downfall.
Do you regret
the
it?
amount of people that saw that was like, that's an amazing mix, but that drink's really weird. I can't vote for it.
Yeah,
That was my vote for my downfall. So that was 23% of the votes got.
and you lost.
Yeah, so I lost. I was last. Let's go to second place, which was Man
There's
C.
a lot of votes. It was the most interaction we've
that's
ever had
nice,
on a
isn't it?
story.
Yep.
That's good. 'em. That's
Second
really good
place,
of 'em.
Man C, caramel donut, Zappos, Doritos, chips, 2 pies, Solo.
I've got to be honest.
32%.
I was disappointed in the result for,
Yep.
for the donut.
So you were Man C.
I was Man C. I put the donut there.
Yep.
Maybe it wasn't placed enough. That
It's
was the
front
kicker.
and center.
Yeah, I know. I
You
just,
certainly got the vote from the listener who wrote in with the idea of the servo challenge.
yes.
He's
So,
he was after a sweaty donut. I think that's what you got.
look, there was tiny little moments in my picking that I don't think people appreciated. The caramel donut being one,
Mm-hmm.
the 440 mil on the Solo. No, I didn't just get the.
Yeah.
I didn't go over the top like person A with 2 cans of Sprite. Just
Yeah, but you would have needed more than because you had.
Nah, it was the perfect
No, you
amount.
had salt and vinegar chips, a
Yeah.
bag of them. That brings
Salt.
on thirst.
Well,
salty. 2
hurts your
pies.
mouth
You
after a bit.
needed more than 440 mils.
So
of
I came
salt.
second. I'm pretty pissed off about it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty flat
all
about
right,
it.
let's
So
go.
that
Better
is
than
Hamish.
third.
So person B with a total of 45% of the
Yeah,
vote,
that's a
so
lot of
almost
votes,
half
isn't
the
it?
people's hammer.
Yeah.
So you had the 2 pies, a sausage
Correct.
roll, a lot of pastry, cyclone chomp, caramel koala, a couple of Sprites,
Yeah.
only 2 sauces.
Too much chocolate for mine.
2 chocolate bars.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, too much
well,
pastry,
not
too much chocolate.
Not too much
I
for
honestly-
45% of the votes. So suck
I
eggs.
honestly don't know how Hammer won this.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know how
I
Hammer
think
won
people got
this?
a bit carried away. I think people
No.
got a bit excited about maybe the top. But when you think about how you consume that,
Yeah,
I will
which I
say you
did.
were the
I ate
one.
it.
You were the one of only one of the 3 of us to eat all of it in one sitting.
Yeah,
In like
hang on a
9
minute.
minutes.
It's what can you eat? What can you get for a lunch for $20 from a servo? And that was lunch.
And
You're still having melon water. I don't know. Did you finish both of those packets of chips?
Oh
Probably
no!
not.
Everyone was very fucking happy to jump into the Zappos, stealing it
Yeah.
straight off me. You had some, didn't you?
Of course, I was happy
You
with
had
the
some,
Zappos.
didn't you?
I had some
Yeah,
too.
I was fine. with the
Lexi had
Zappos.
some as well.
Yeah, she did.
I was
mate.
lucky to fucking get some Zappos.
Yeah.
That's how good they were.
Yeah, Zappos were great,
Tell
but
you
what
what.
you need to understand is, like $2 pies, get to them. We all fell for that trap. No worries. I could have gone 2 more, but I just thought 4 pies is ridiculous.
When I
I
saw,
will say. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say when I saw that sign, Scully and I saw it at the same time, and I said, "Don't tell Hammer about the
What do you
pies."
think? I mean,
'Cause
I
I
have
thought
just
that
mentioned
could
the
be our
blind
little-
basketball, but I can see that.
Congratulations, mate.
Yeah,
Thank
well
you very
done.
much. Thank you.
I'm hoping that maybe later in the show, perhaps we could do something like a Hammers
Sure.
challenge. I mean, that was meant to be Dan's challenge, but
We
let's
just,
all be
I
honest.
stole.
Well, I won. Maybe it should be just winner passes on.
Yeah,
Okay.
love that.
All right,
All right.
yeah.
We'll just give you a bit of time to think about that. I'm on a little bit of a high this morning and this evening. I was up at 3:30 watching the NFL. My team, the Vikings, and I'm pretty pissed off, Damon. I said I was going to be wearing my fucking Vikings jersey, and I'm not.
Wow,
Vikings
real
are
fan.
absolute. Oh, don't worry, I'm a bloody fan. Don't see you in your West Coast jumper, do we?
Legend. Got him.
so
shit.
Vikings win.
fair
They
enough.
go 8-1. They're going absolutely amazing. My soccer team Arsenal wins again. They're top of the league. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league.
Are we? Yeah.
Top of the league. We are top of the league. I tell you what,
Yeah,
Arsenal,
nice.
Minnesota. The game, the Vikings game. No one cares. Maybe we'll have a roving reporter, but it was just incredible. I was very
I
excited.
did see
Couldn't get
someone
back to
say
sleep.
that was the greatest NFL game of all time.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. I happened to be watching.
Who'd they beat?
Beat the Buffalo Bills, just back and
Yeah,
forth.
shivers, there you go.
One of the team, like with 40 seconds to go, the Vikings had it. They had 4 downs to get it 2 meters. They had to,
Yeah, of course.
didn't get it. Wow. They got stopped an inch before the line.
Go Bills.
So the Bills got it back with 40 seconds to go.
Yep.
Ahead by a touchdown.
Oh, that's game over,
Game
isn't it?
over. Allen, their quarterback, they snap it back to him. He fumbles
Josh
it.
Allen?
Josh Allen. Minnesota jump on the ball. It's a touchdown to Minnesota from a fumble by Buffalo. Takes it to overtime.
Boy, oh boy.
All sorts of stuff going on in overtime. Vikings get it done. A big win on the road.
Yeah, nice.
Again, I know no one cares. I'm going to donate blood next week because I am now due for my second donation. First blood donation last week. I'm going this week.
What day?
What
you gonna
day
go?
this week?
Haven't booked it in yet,
The Friday is good.
but I'm going to eat a lot of party pies.
Oh, yeah.
Shivers.
So can we do that together, perhaps?
Yep.
On Friday?
Yeah, we can do it Friday.
Yeah, I could do it Friday.
Okay, let's
I'll
do
check
that.
the schedule, but lock it in.
All right, very good. Well done.
Got golf on Friday? Is that
No, I
maybe-
don't. I work outside of this.
Oh, okay.
But you're not allowed any party pies this time, remember? Because if you actually donate blood, you get it. And you had party pies last time without donating.
I'll talk
Thank
to
you
them.
very
so
much.
you are
Hamish.
sitting in there and watching us eat party pies.
Team Long Live Jace Nelson is the team. If you do want to jump on board, donate some blood. My brother is trying to get 1,000 blood product donors. That's a bloody big number. If you want to do that, jump on there. Jump on to mydonateblood.com.au. You find your way there with Team Long Live Jace Nelson.
What blood type are you? Did
A
they tell
plus.
you that? I don't know what I am.
No, it was the
Do you want-
first.
They'll tell you.
Yeah, so you get
Well, I
a little
imagine
app.
so.
Little app. A plus. No, it comes about 3 or 4 days later.
Beautiful.
And it gives you like a document of what your blood can help with and who
There
they
you
can
go.
help.
What's
and
the
what
rare
can-
one?
Not
Oh,
A. No, A plus is the second. I'm very good at coming second, actually.
Yeah.
Second place in the $20 challenge.
Yep.
Second place in the blood usefulness and
That's
O's.
it. Yep.
O negatives.
Oh, something, isn't it?
ABs.
Yeah.
ABs.
ABs,
are quite-
yep, rare.
Hmm.
Oh, well.
All right, that's
Interesting to
it.
see what I am.
Time for. Roving sport bloody correspondence.
wow.
How's that? We got a little intro from the Southern Riverband boys.
Didn't we? What?
It's exciting, Dad. Is that
I couldn't hear it. I don't have headphones on.
I absolutely love that. Our roving reporters, not our roaming reporters. Just get this clear. Roaming is roaming Charlie. Charlie does the roaming reports.
Yep.
Roving is external sports.
Yep.
Correct.
Right? So we have some rovers.
The blast.
Yeah. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Rovers, the
Am I
Mighty
gonna
Fighty
get-
Hampton Rovers.
I mean, you've got to
My
read all
footy
the... You said it, we read it.
Yeah, you take this.
Leighton Goldsworthy.
Oh,
is a-
yeah,
is
my
a
golf
rover
man.
of-
Here we go.
I love how you remember. I would not remember.
Yeah, how do you
is
know
nothing
that?
to-
Because
yeah.
I'm a golf man.
Hey, lads. Especially
Lights.
you, Hammer.
I'm going to start calling him Lights now.
Very good. Quick golf roundup for the BackChat universe. Live Golf held its first ever season-ending team championship event in Miami this past weekend.
Yep.
I'm just going to add into... Can I add something that I know about this?
Of course.
Adelaide's gonna
Yeah,
be
they're
hosting-
coming to Adelaide.
They're
at
coming
the
to
Grange.
Australia.
Going to the Grange, I
Grange.
think
Are you
April.
going to go to watch?
Will be footy season. It's 20th of April, I think. So it probably doesn't coincide.
So this is Live Golf is the oil
Saudi
tycoon
Arabians,
backed.
yep.
Right, okay. The main storyline was Cam Smith leading the All Aussie Punch GC team. Know what that is?
Not off the top
Thank
of my
you.
head, no.
All the way from the second last seeding to a spot in the final day. But the epic come from behind victory story was spoiled by Dusty Johnson, the US lad, and his four aces team, who walked away with a trailer of cash and celebration set played by the chain smokers on the 18th green. What is going on?
Just sounds
The Live Tour's just
Liv
got
sounds
too much
loose. No, Liv sounds loose. They got a band on the 18th hole.
They're driving around with a
smokers
trailer
as
full of cash.
Sydney amateur Harrison Crowe lived out the ultimate dream in Thailand by winning the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
Well done, Crowe.
He also went viral a year or so ago for hitting a shot off the footpath out the front of the local pub in St Andrews over century-old buildings to a green over 130 metres away.
Oh, I'd love to see this video.
Got me thinking, Hammer,
Sure.
what's the worst/best pub dare you've ever seen or been a part of or seen?
The worst.
Check you next week, lads.
okay.
Pub dare, best/worst. What is?
What's a pub dare?
I'd assume it's like go out the front of St Andrews. Here's a golf club. Here's a golf ball. Hit this over the buildings. Put it in there. I don't know. For instance,
I did watch the video just
for
earlier.
instance,
It's impressive.
Thailand footy trip. We're going to have beers. We're down watching watching a World Cup game or something, and everyone's quite drunk. Next minute, a garbage truck comes driving past, and it's going quite fast at this stage. And there's a lot of horn coming out of it. Bit of screaming from the driver. I think, geez, the Thai lad's having a bit of a bad day, isn't he? Look up. It's Quinton Lynch driving in a garbage truck. So that would be a pub there. Someone said, hey, Lynch, I bet you won't steal the garbage truck. Look, he didn't get put in jail. Didn't end that well, though. But I won't
thought
tell the
so.
end. We probably should have asked that while Lynch was on. Do you
Yeah.
remember? Anyway, there you go. There's a pub there. That's good, isn't it?
That's
good
pretty good. Yeah, happy with that. I've seen a bloke run nerd around the indie bar pool.
There you go. Look, was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, fair
Why
But
is
funny.
there a pool there? It's so weird. I went there the other night.
It's a good little pool.
You went there the other night.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw a mate's band play. And it was
Did
just
you?
every time I go there, I forget there's a pool. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a pool here.
That's a good setup.
Yeah, it is nice.
EPL correspondent application.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me get my application hat on.
Ryan Robertson.
I'm arbitrating.
Okay, very
Go
good.
for it, Robbo.
To whom it may concern.
Mate.
Brackets, Will, Hamish and Dan.
Thank you. He's off to a flying start. Got to give it to him.
I'm writing for the position of the EPL, brackets, English Premier League correspondent.
Okay. Got a theme here.
Very
Clarity.
Clarity.
Very
I'm all
thorough.
for clarity. Yep.
Okay.
I am very clear.
I understand the role of soccer correspondent was filled, but feel they were more focused on A-League/World Cup.
Of course.
My main draw is that I have a family friend who is head of security for Manchester United. His son also helps around the ground as a water boy, ball boy.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought that's so funny.
So Rhino's got an in.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I
Somehow.
therefore have the scoop on a lot of inside movements on one of the biggest clubs in the world before the general public. If the water boy and the head of security, yeah, probably wouldn't know that. I hope you consider me for this role, and apologies if it was too long for Hammer's liking.
No.
Yours sincerely, Robbo. Well, certainly that's
It was
done.
nice to see.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well,
Perfect length.
I'll tell you what. I've got some queries on Rhino. Didn't give much of like he doesn't say he likes the sport, doesn't say he's
he is
into
in
it.
though,
he's
mate.
just he's got a security
Cristiano
guard and a
Ronaldo's
water
just
boy.
come out on Piers Morgan's show and basically said Manchester United has been
Ruined me.
disrespecting me and I'm absolutely
Well, it might have been the
flabbergasted
security guard and the water boy. I like it, Rhino. You're in.
Okay,
Happy
welcome
with it.
Ryan. You are the EPL roving correspondent. Welcome Ryan. NFL correspondent. This is an application as well.
Okay, understood.
Saxon Saunus. Now Saxon was at the event we were at on the weekend.
Was he?
The one with one microphone between six of
Yeah,
us.
that was okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Just imagine trying to do this podcast, Dan, with one microphone, and we had to hand it around every time you talk.
And it was nice.
Stop!
And
No,
clear
you
as
can't
well.
talk. I'm just going to give you the microphone. Right. And
It was
it's clunking
tough.
around,
Pulling
clunking on
teeth.
tables.
But it's okay. It actually worked out pretty well. Pretty good night.
Very good. So Saxon was there. Hello, Will and Dan. No, Hamish.
Right.
Wondering if I would be able to become the full-time NFL correspondent for BackChat, and thought you may want to hear what are you shaking your head for. Want to hear my rundown for the season so far. Will's Vikings have the noon nightmare Kirk Cousins leading them to the league's second best record of 8-1. 8-0 in day games, 0-1 in night games.
Like that.
I like the clarity. I hate that he forgot me. But
The
that's
Philadelphia Eagles get over it. The Philadelphia
Yeah,
Eagles are
obviously.
currently undefeated yet. Have played no one. Philadelphia Eagles are currently undefeated yet have played no one good. So people are unsure if they are legit or not.
Yep.
They've played the Vikings, but it was a nighttime game. They beat the
Yeah,
Vikings.
okay.
Right.
Tom Brady, after coming out of retirement, looked washed for the first time ever, but since filing for divorce has gone 2-0.
I like this guy.
He also, today, they did a trick play. Their running back, they snapped the ball to their running back. Tom Brady was set out wide and he ran down the field as a wide receiver. Running back got put under pressure. Running back tried to throw to Tom Brady, was a little bit behind him. Tom Brady had the agility of a baby giraffe, fell over, interception, pick six. Yeah,
That hurts.
Tom.
Tommy.
Aaron Rodgers has looked horrible after losing his best pass catcher in a trade, losing his dominance of the NFC North. They're in the same as the Vikings. He also admitted he played many games on many psychedelic drugs last year when he won MVP.
It's also got a really bad haircut today.
That's fine by me. I'm the psychedelics. Go for it.
The Broncos made a Tim Kelly-like trade, giving up 2 firsts and other assets for Russell Wilson, who was supposed to be a proven quarterback, but he has looked horrible this year, leading the Broncos to one of the worst offenses in the NFL. His coach is also being labelled the worst thing to come after America since the Fish.
Oh, boy.
After being terrible for 10 years, both the New York teams have a combined record of 13-5 despite the questionable QB play. Sorry for the long email, but can give you regular updates if needed, and go Seahawks. Geno Smith for MVP.
Well,
Talk to
Saxon.
me about this.
Saxon. I've automatically forgiven you for disrespecting me, but that's fine. Lengthy.
Yeah.
Little bit littered with a little bit of humour, which is okay.
Also gave a roving report without
Yeah,
being appointed
he
the roving
did.
reporter.
He did. Although it was reasonable, I'd like to hear a little bit of Cleveland Browns content. Just as a lesser known team, I'm a big Browns man. Not really.
Now-
but I don't mind him.
Appointed?
Yeah, give it to
Trim
him.
it up a bit.
Trim it up a bit, but that's fine. Happy with that.
The next is a regular here on roving. Would you like his name or would you like the sport?
Oh
Name.
boy.
Say name.
Yeah, give me your name.
I wish I had said sport.
Give me the sport.
Nah.
I want the sport.
Eddie Nanga Pragasm. That is his name. No, it's his name. Eddie
Very close.
Nana Pragasm. Correct?
Eddie Nana Orgasm
Yes.
is our cricket supporter.
F1 correspondent. Hey, boys, point taken regarding the length.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
Right. Brazilian GP was a welcome change after a few boring outings. Max and Lewis took it back to 2021, coming together early with George Russell handling things to take out his first race win. Lewis came through in P2, Signs rounding out the podium. Shit day for Dan Ricciardo.
There have been a lot of them, haven't there?
Correct.
Shit.
Out of the race after taking him and Magnussen out. Despite the action, after another big story came out of the Interlagos, was Max ignoring team orders to give sixth place back to Sergio Perez. Could cost Sergio second place in the championship next week if he doesn't beat Charles Leclerc in the final race. On to Abu Dhabi, Ferrari versus Mercedes for third and Alpine versus McLaren for fifth. Now, to explain that, that's it. That's done.
Yeah, that's a good length. I'm
Right.
happy with that,
So
Eddie. Well
to
done.
explain that, and I wanted to talk about this on the pod. So Max Verstappen's won the World Championship. Won that a long time ago.
Can't be beaten.
Can't be beaten. His teammate is in the fight for second place, right? Second place on the podium between Charles Leclerc, who races Ferrari,
Yep.
and then Sergio Perez, who's Max Verstappen's teammate.
Yep.
Checo.
So, thank you, Dan. So, coming into this last lap, Max Verstappen is in 6th.
Yep.
Perez is in 7th.
Sure.
And Verstappen, there is no reason Verstappen needs to finish 6th. It doesn't matter. It is actually irrelevant.
Sure.
But for Perez to move up a spot, it's big in that fight for second.
Yeah, of course.
The team tells Max Verstappen, give this spot to Perez on the last lap, please, Max.
Yeah.
Max goes into radio silence, doesn't reply back, doesn't give the spot up. Perez finishes 7th, falls back level with Leclerc because Leclerc finishes 4th, and they get close. They're even on points now. And they go through the finishing line. They're like, Max, what happened? Why haven't you changed? And Max basically goes, I told you last year, don't ask me to give up spots. I've already had this discussion with you. I stand by what I'm doing. Don't ever ask me again.
Brutal.
I fucking hate it by Max Verstappen.
That's
He comes across as just a weasel. Little
like it.
weasel.
That's shit
Of course
house.
you do.
I'm not a big
I
F1 guy, like that's shit house.
And his teammates
explained it
basically
enough?
won.
Yeah,
him.
that's perfect. I'm not a big F1 guy, but that just says to me that he's probably can't use that word here, but yeah.
No, Perez got interviewed
Perez
afterwards.
won him. Oh, Perez said afterwards, yeah, that's sort of talks about who he is as a person, basically, and
Good
then
on him.
said I won Max the championship the last 2 years because he did. Like last year, he basically did something that helped Max win the championship.
There you go.
So yeah, doesn't give it back.
Hugh Park, roving horse racing reporter.
Okay.
Is this
an
new application?
No, this is an application. I think we've got a horse up. Yeah.
G'day, lads. Extremely excited for the prospect of being your horse racing expert. I'm going to read it like this. How does that sound?
That's fine.
Bring with me an abundant... it's not really good English there. I bring with me an abundance of passion.
Did you just change that?
Yes.
Can you read it exactly how it is?
It's not you sent it, we read it.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, this will give
I
me a
bring
good...
with
This
me
is an application.
abundant of passion.
Okay. I bring with me an abundance of passion
Yeah, wrong already.
of the sport since a young age.
Sure.
Although, you want me to read it exactly?
Yeah, exactly how it is. This gives me a good indication.
Although never been involved in a working capacity, afternoons spent watching racing.com has put me in good stead for this role. I'm based in Melbourne, although the late night viewing of the last couple of races at Ascot in Perth keeps me updated all around Australia. Despite the fact the Spring Carnival is done and dusted in Melbourne and Sydney, a plethora of Group 1 races in WA and South Australia are in the not too distant future, with the Ascot Racing Carnival in full throttle at the moment, leading into autumn carnivals next year and the business end of Australia racing in 12 months' time.
Take a breath. So he's gone with plethora out of the blue.
There's no full stop there, though.
Yeah, I know. Grammar's a bit off.
I look forward to
I'm
hopefully
sure
being
happy with
elected in this role from now onwards, bringing the equine magic from champion jockeys like James McDonald and Jamie Carr, and inspirational trainers like Chris Waller, Clayton Douglas, and so on. Cheers, BC crew. Hugh Park.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, Hugh.
Okay, very
Started
good.
off a bit... Yeah, plethora,
Mate was
equine,
nervous. He was
beautiful.
nervous.
He was
might have been
nervous,
nervous.
hey, that's okay.
I know
Also,
nothing about horse racing.
Let's put me
Yeah, I'm
in
not a
good
big horse
stead.
racing
You
guy.
could play on
I
that.
have 1% of a horse.
What's it called?
Philadelphia Storm.
Is it any good?
It's won a couple of races. Won a start at Flemington at something $20 or something.
Okay.
It has since shit the bed, but we think it might have drowned in the floods.
Okay.
Oh,
No, it's alive, obviously. I'm just saying it hasn't been running that well.
Okay.
That's the joke, Dan.
I'm gonna
It's the horse joke.
Rob Dinsdale. I'm gonna put you back to next week because we're gonna be going on about this too much. Elliot Freeman is our.
He's our ice hockey
Thank
correspondent.
you very much. The Ironman record. G'day once again, fellas. On this week's edition, I would say Elliot's probably our best roving reporter.
Yeah, well, Elliot's the number one hockey reporter on the planet, isn't he?
Yeah.
We've just so happened to get him.
On this week's edition of the NHL on BackChat, we go to talk about the insane record just set by Phil the Thrill Kessel.
Yeah, huge.
Phil has set the Ironman record for the most consecutive number of games played with an astonishing... How many games do you reckon he's played in a row?
Well, ice hockey is 82. It's pretty similar to basketball. About 80-odd games a year plus playoffs. I would be surprised.
This is the best ever.
Yeah, the best ever. So what? I'm going to say he's put together 6 seasons. I'm going to say he's just hit 500 games.
990
Oh my God.
regular season games in a
Oh
row.
my God.
He has not missed a game since November 3rd, 2009.
Oh my boy, oh boy.
This is made even more remarkable because for some odd reason the NHL does not count playoff games in this record. He has played 81 playoff games and won back-to-back Stanley Cups with Pittsburgh in 2016, 2017.
So the bloke's had 1,080 games.
Yep.
1,070 games on the
The
trot.
funniest
Oh my
part of
God.
this record, still yet to come,
This is huge.
that even though Kessel is one of the most consistent goal scorers in the NHL, he scored his 400th goal on the night he broke the record.
Nice.
Amazing. He is most famous for his love of hot dogs and Pepsi and his refusal to weigh in for preseason camps or exercise in general.
Oh my
He
God.
loves the game of hockey. He is damn good at what he does. And for 13 plus years, he has not missed a single game. I've attached a few photos to
Feel
this email
the
for your
thrill.
benefit. How good is that?
Wow.
Phil the Thrill Kessel, 990 plus 81 playoffs, doesn't get his skinnies done.
Gotta
Refuses it.
respect that.
Absolutely.
That's, old Fryman's as good as we have.
Elliot Fryman makes me want to follow NHL.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love
Who's
that.
our
Feel
team?
the
I keep
thrill.
forgetting our team.
The Arizona
uh,
Coyotes.
Thank you.
I thought we went with Avalanches.
Here's the rugby league. Here's the rugby league update. Hey lads, update for the potty on the ins and outs of what's happening in rugby league. You want me to miss this?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I think we got too much.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
this
fair
is
enough. Push that back next week. Didn't you just knock someone before?
Marshy. You've been pushed back to
What
next week, mate.
Marshy did say, which I am interested in, he said, for edition 2, I will make some correlations between AFL teams and their NRL counterparts.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
happy with that.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
For edition 2, I will make correlations between the two teams. That'd be fantastic.
Let's
Marshy.
do that.
Beautiful. Thank
You're
you.
being cut. We need to just keep moving here on the podcast. We love that. The roving backchat cabinet, Leighton Goldsworthy.
Very well done, my
Raj
guy.
Ruparella, cricket. Haven't heard from you a while, Raj. Joe Kenny, roving backchat Melbourne. Oh, roaming backchat Melbourne. Yes. Elliot Freeman, NHL. Eddie Nagnaprazm, F1. Josiah, Cornhole. Looking forward to our first
Yeah,
Cornhole
that'll be
update.
good.
Now, it's time for something else. It's time for this. It's hammer time.
Yeah,
You
big.
like that?
I did like that.
Right, hammer time. I could almost see.
You could probably knock
Hammer
that. Yep,
time.
there we go.
I would like you to bring some content to the show each week.
Sure.
Other than you left and right jibes over that side
That's
of the
fine.
table.
Yeah, a couple of our shit years here and there. Well, you not long ago have just asked for something similar to our. Well, not similar.
I enjoyed the $20.
The $20
Yeah,
challenge
it's
was
a good
great.
challenge, yep.
It's what time of the year is it? It's November the 14th.
It's not Christmas time.
No, it's not Christmas time. But when do you guys wrap up?
We're going to wrap up mid-December.
Yes.
Mid-December.
Oh, are you talking about this podcast or wrap up presents?
No, as in wrap up this podcast leading.
Okay,
Do you have a break over Christmas or do you?
Last 2 weeks of December, first 2 weeks of January. That's the plan.
Yeah,
at the
we
moment.
are planning on having a bit of a break because we haven't had a break in 18 months.
Of course.
We're tired.
Of course you're tired. So what I'm thinking is,
You are.
look, Christmas time, late December. I'm thinking early December we do our little Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And along with Christmas obviously comes your little Kris Kringles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had $20 at a servo.
Yes.
What's your $20 for a Kris Kringle present? That's usually what you go for.
Yes.
Karen Up's a pretty big shopping centre. I was there the other day.
Right.
It's right
$20
next-
bucks?
Also right next to your house.
Also right next to my house, which is
You
a
just say
result.
things around your house. So $20. Are we buying the best or the worst present for $20, or is it just open?
So what I'm thinking is, have you ever done a Santa steal before?
Yes.
Pretty tough with only 3 people, but essentially you get an order 1, 2, 3. It'll work pretty easily with just the 3 of us.
Hey.
No,
1, 2,
we-
3,
we-
4,
we-
5.
Charlie Damer.
Do we have? Can we include anyone else that
Yeah.
helps that side?
Well, I mean, yeah,
Cat will be back.
Yeah,
There's
Indy
6.
could do it.
7.
I mean, we could have listeners involved in this, or is there no way?
We
to
have
do
our
that?
$20 patrons who are able to come along to
Our
episodes. if they
$20
want.
patrons, you are invited to this. I think. I don't know
Well,
what we're doing.
we could have a Christmas. We could have a live Christmas back chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow,
Keen.
Hammer's coming in with the ideas. This
Hammer
is big.
time.
Hammer time. So what I'm thinking, this will be quick turnaround if that's going to happen. But what's essentially the idea? You bring a $20 gift in, you put them in the middle, you pick numbers 1 through however many people we're going to have here.
40.
Yes.
Well, you could go 1 through 40, and then what happens is the first person picks the first whatever present they want.
Yeah.
And the idea is the later number the better, because you can open your present and say, "Nah, I don't like this. I want that one," and they have to swap. So
Yeah.
the person who has 40 has the pick of the bunch. The person who has one is you have no say into what you get. So that's what I'm thinking. And at the end of it, we can rate the best present if we want.
Okay, very good.
That's
I'll
my
take
hammer
off
time
that.
idea.
So that will be for our last episode.
Of this, that's our Christmas party.
Okay, I really like that because I did want something to do with Christmas. I did request that, didn't I, Dan?
You did.
Yeah, great.
There you go.
I think it's time for this.
You send it, we read it.
Bloody oath. You send it, we read it. Leadable cameras, crew down there, Lydio and the crew doing their business, talking about Christmas time.
Woof.
I don't know what else you need. Like, yes, you can get down to Whippersnapper. Yes, you can get to Shelter. Yes, you can get Blue Bet. Yes, you can get to
Margaret
Margaret River
River
Roasting.
They don't give you free money though, don't they?
Leadable cameras, mate. You want to put a $20 note in your Christmas card? Get down to Leadable cameras. Tell them Scully sent you.
Exactly.
And they'll sort you out. I actually do. I do a lot of photo stuff for Christmas.
Presents.
Yeah, Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm in Leadable cameras the most around Christmas.
Oh, if you're a scrapbooker, that's the place for you, isn't it?
Scrapbooking.
Yeah.
Mum. Yeah. Anyway, Leadable cameras. Thank you. You send it, we read it. You send something in to hello@backchatpodcast.com.au and we'll
Read it.
Dan will read it.
Yes.
Go for your life, Dan. Chris Butler.
Great. First word.
What a
Literally
start.
the first word.
Wow.
It's been resting the fucking voice pipe.
Guest suggestion. Hey lads, just a guest suggestion, a bit of a different one, but look up Hugo Tuvey. He has an incredible story, is a 2-time cancer survivor and helps people on the daily. I credit this bloke with saving my life, as if it wasn't for him being on Dylan Friends, I probably wouldn't have gone and got checked out and subsequently caught bowel cancer at stage 3,
Wow.
rather than leaving
hell.
it and possibly looking down the barrel and leaving my young family behind. He does great work and is an all-round top bloke who, when I reached out to him, gave me a massive amount of support. Also, a quick side note, your podcast definitely made sitting on the chair receiving chemo much more bearable. Keep up the work, lads. Much love, Chris Butler.
Every now and then you get a bloody good email.
Yeah.
Got to be honest, Chris.
Well
It's
done,
one
Chris.
of the better ones.
And you butchered the first word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hugo
Nah, that was
Tuvey.
huge. I
All
like
right,
that.
We'll have a look into that because I reckon Hugo will be a bit of a candidate for our Tuesday shows, I reckon.
Yep.
That's big. I
Sounds
like
good.
that. Great email. Good
Adam.
start.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Tough
I
to follow
sent it.
that.
You read it. Adam here, still waiting on seeing the Nathan Bassett footage that the AFL tried to charge me $100 for.
I remember that.
On this, do we
Didn't get
get the footage?
Someone
did we
from the
not?
Crows.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm with Adam. Where are we? Where is it?
Well, we need to watch the 3-hour video and find that moment.
We're talking about hammer time, things that got to be done.
Wow.
Do,
Okay.
do you have it in you this week
Okay.
to watch a game from
2006?
2006,
Yep.
Yep.
Adelaide v West Coast, and you got to find the moment where Nathan Bassett, he's that fed up with either his midfield, his forward line, that he just gets it and he just kicks it up in the air as
Sky
high
high.
as he can and runs back towards his own goal. He's just that fed up with what's going on up the field. He's got the ball, no options available, torps it into the sky and starts running back.
Wow.
Once he swears by it that it happened, and we've taken us probably 6 months to get the footage. We have the footage, just haven't committed to the 3-hour watch of the game.
All right. I can do it. Send me the link. Send
Apparently
me
it
the
was
footage.
very windy.
I'll watch it. Done.
Okay.
There you go.
Hamish.
I'll commit.
It'd be disappointing if it doesn't happen.
Also, see the below photo for,
Gotta be a
for a
good
humble
game.
brag. And it's a screenshot of his next blood donation appointment on Tuesday, the 22nd of November.
Well done.
You've donated
Yes.
154 times.
Mate, that is a
Huge.
lot because in between stints, it's something like
2
for
weeks.
blood. No,
3 weeks.
longer, mate.
Wow. Okay.
For
It's,
blood, it's 8 weeks.
yeah, it's definitely it's 4,
Plasma,
6
it's,
somewhere there.
plasma, it's sooner, I think 2 to 3 weeks. But he's done blood 12 times, plasma 140.
I reckon
platelets
it's 4
2
weeks
times.
plasma, in between plasma.
That's huge. Well bloody done.
154 of them.
Well done, Adam.
That's not a humble brag. That's just bragging. And I
Well,
brag.
love it.
that is years and years and years
Deserve
of. Yeah, good on him.
154 more than Hamish.
Yep.
Jonathan Oborn.
You send it, we read it. Scotty going off in 2017. Hey boys, love your chat with Scotty Lysaght last week. My best mate Aggo was at the Port game when Scotty was giving the up the coasters and grabbed him for a quick pick. Nothing better than seeing some evidence. Have a look at these champions. Cheers, Jono. Oborn, plumbing and gas.
We love it.
We take
Yeah, nice
shelter
little
as
plug.
payment.
We take shelter as payment.
Wow.
Jono,
Yes.
you want to send through some details and I'll start putting your details out.
Yeah, happy with that. Well done.
Photo.
So
We'll chuck
that
up
is
online.
Aggo and Scotty
Yeah.
in That's at Adelaide Oval, and Scotty is giving it up the coast. Just get a dog up you, like you heard.
He's wearing the West Coast jumper.
He's
Very
in the
good.
kit.
Huge.
Andrew Vittalins. Hasn't been a little while, Andrew.
Send it and we will read it, baby. Hi, Dan and Scoey and Hammer. Is there a real concern about the Magic Round hosted by South Australia that crowds won't turn up? Kind regards, Andrew Vittalins.
Andrew Vittalins. Is there a real concern in the Magic Round hosted by South Australia that crowds won't turn up? Where are they going to play them? At Adelaide Oval.
Oval.
And like the old
Amy Park. They'll play them at, I think, there's a Thursday night game, Friday night game, 2 Saturdays, 2 Sundays. So that gives 3 other games that need to be played if they're going to go back to back at Adelaide and Amy Park or Adelaide Oval on the Saturday.
Right.
So you could play Amy Park twice.
So do you think they'll play 2 games at the same time, just different ovals?
They could do, although that really defeats the
Or could
purpose
they
of a
do-
Magic Round where you can watch them all.
Could they do like a
Right.
10 o'clock 1:50 and a
Or is it
4:40
like
I don't know.
a Tuesday start? Like, is it literally
Literally a Magic Round
Yeah.
where you have every... I'm not sure. I mean, there's...
how do you fit them in? Do you have to do 2? Like, do you have to do a 4 p.m. Friday?
Well,
No,
I mean, if you
7:50.
did a 7 o'clock Thursday, Friday, there's 2. You got 9 games to knock off.
Yes.
You could go 1 o'clock Saturday into a 4 o'clock Saturday into a 7 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah.
And do the same thing Sunday. Then you got 1 game left, don't you?
Yeah, but where are you going to put it?
Make it a Friday at 4 o'clock.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
I guess, but I don't think there'll be any harm in everyone go. Like they'll get
People
crowds
from
there.
Perth would be disappointed that it's not here.
Yeah, but Adelaide love
But
football.
where would you play it? You can't-
Joondalup.
There's not Subi.
Joondalup,
There's
Optus,
Leadable.
the Wacker, Leadable.
Yeah, but so we're happy with getting like 5,000 people down to the games. Is that what?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think they are.
Well, television rights are what gets them the money, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so there's some concern, Andrew.
Yeah, I would say some concern. That's it. That's it for you. Send it. We read it. You want to send something to us for us to talk about?
We'll
Hello at backchatpodcast.com.au.
No Jack me offs this week. Disappointing.
That's where we're about to go.
Fines. We're just heading
is it? Yeah,
towards
we're just
there.
heading
Don't
towards
get
it.
too
Beautiful.
excited. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I missed last week.
Yes.
I've only been here once.
Fines. I am feeling fine. We might need a nice little sting for this one. I don't know. I'm throwing this around a little bit, but what was the pretty? Yeah, give me the. Yeah.
What do you think this one? Love it. I didn't mind that.
Oh, it was tight too. Good.
Yeah.
Real quick one, yeah.
Fine. So this is where we are raising money for charity. We're raising money for Soccer to Sarcoma, Sabre, and Men's Talk. So Men's Talk, we've got a big event coming up in a couple of weeks down at Scarborough Beach Pool. If you're around on, not this Sunday coming, but the following, there's a race, West Coast v Fremantle.
Wow.
Swimming race.
Myself, Oscar Allen,
Good.
either Jake Waterman or Cal Jamison, both very good swimmers, and
Yep.
Mark Finnecane. Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
he
So
is
Mark
the
Finnecane,
torpedo.
He used to race in like the Kellogg's like
Ironmans and nip like a lifesaver gun.
They approached me about it. I said no worries, and the gold in the pack, the ace in the pack that I have is Dean Peters, silver medalist in the Olympics.
Yeah, he can swim.
He's like head of a department at West Coast.
Great.
And so may have to bring him in if we need to.
He can swim.
Anyway, they're the charities we're raising money for. We're also raising awareness for Lifeblood, donating blood, donating plasma. We'll be doing that this week for my brother, who is trying to get 1,000 new donors. Team Long Live Jace Nelson, if you want to sign up over at Lifeblood. Let's get into it. It's bloody time for fines, Hammer. Jack Ironello. Thank you for not making up a name, Jack. I really appreciate it. Who gets the fine? Dan, $5. On the episode with Scott Lysaght, just gone, as we spoke about, he claims to have watched Rocky 2 prior to the grand final. So that's Scotty.
Yep.
Where he fights Russian powerhouse Ivan Drago, where this occurs in Rocky 4. Fine goes to Dan for going along with it and not stomping the foot down.
I've never seen any of the Rocky movies.
Neither have I.
And he
You
said it
haven't
and I was
seen 'em?
like, oh, yeah.
Jeez, I've
Yeah,
seen them
yeah.
all, but I can't remember in what order they
So
go.
Scotty said he watched Rocky 2. Apparently, whatever he said happened in
Yeah,
Rocky 4.
Scotty,
I've never watched one.
Is
I
Apollo
don't think I've ever-
Rocky 2 is I think Apollo Creed.
What do you look?
When does he die? I think he
Why
died.
are you
I
asking?
don't know.
I
We
think
just said
Ivan
we
Drago
haven't
kills him.
seen
Anyone seen Rocky 2 over this way? Does Ivan Drago kill Apollo Creed in the second one?
In the fourth
Don't
one.
give it away.
Well, hang on a minute.
Spoiler alert.
It's in the first 10 minutes odd, I think.
That's fine, Charlie. It still happens, mate. I haven't watched
Came
it.
out in 1985.
Yeah,
That's also
watched it,
true,
you never-
Charlie. Thank you very
Ivan
much.
Drago's also written a book about this movie.
Charlie, why are you here, mate? You down from the clouds yet, mate? Won the equivalent of the Brownlow Medal on the weekend in the Media Awards, didn't you, Charlie?
Wow,
What did you win on the
there you
weekend?
go.
What did you win?
He's the Outstanding Journalism Student Award.
Well done.
Huge.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
What was the? Who gave it? Wasn't the AFL? Who?
The MEAA WA Media Awards.
How many abbreviations? What's the MEA?
Media, Entertainment and Arts Alliance. There you
Very
go.
good.
And you were there.
I was there, and I did see Charlie in
Charles, actually.
Sorry, Charles, as they announced over the airwaves, in fine form. I saw Charles for a second, came
Charles.
over.
If I
I
had
was
to
with a
call you
couple of
Charles,
friends.
couldn't be done.
Charlie was working in the room, walked over, and I was like, "Oh, hey, you know, how you feeling?" He's like, "Yeah,
Congratulations.
great." Oh, no, this is before he won. This is even before he'd won the award. And he goes, "Yeah, great." And he's like, "Actually, sorry, mate, I just got to go chat to that person now." Like, he gave me 9 seconds.
I
I,
got
was
the
like,
wave.
no, whatever. And then he walks past me.
back.
Big dog.
So he comes back. He's got a sip of wine left in a glass, and he walks past, and then he says something, and then he just flicks his wine like up in the sky, wets like 4 different people, and just walks off as if nothing happened. He was just
This one I don't remember.
Charlie's
big
Charlie's
dog.
acting like a winner
yeah,
before he won.
before he's
get
even
that.
won it.
I like
So
that.
well done, Charlie. Did you
done.
thank us in your
Congrats.
speech?
Thank you. Didn't get to make a speech.
Would you have thanked us in your speech?
Oh, Damo.
Let's be honest,
I
Charlie.
think I put it in the blurb for the award.
Oh, did
the,
you?
The BackChat. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, nice.
Did he?
I didn't hear that.
No,
Okay.
it's because they didn't read it out.
Okay, perfect.
What was the fine?
No fine. I was just saying
fine.
well done to Charlie.
Yeah, well done to Charlie.
He was telling us about Rocky, and I just said, well, be on the microphone.
Yes,
Charlie.
while you're on the microphone. I just
Congratulations.
Googled it, by the way. Rocky fights Apollo Creed in the first one and the second one, which is a bit strange.
Enormous tits writes in with
I like that.
Sugar Bray gets the fine.
Of course.
69 cents.
Yeah, thank you.
Not rocking up to his first episode as a full-time co-host.
Yeah, fair enough.
Poor form.
Yeah, I'll pay the 69 cents. Thanks,
Oh.
enormous tits.
Seriously. I'm not going to give these the light of day. If you can figure out by me reading them properly, I'm not going to roll through them like I did with Enormous. This is Mike Lit Urus. Dan, I'm not repeating it. Dan, $2. Mike Litterus. $2 credit for Dan for coming in hot and actually having some funny stuff to say with the Southern River Band boys last week. Congratulations, Dan. I love a
$2 came in
credit.
hot.
I love a credit.
Yeah, I
Sweet,
don't
that
like
takes
it.
$2 off.
Perfect. Now, don't you? Yeah. What about the charities, Mike? Jenna Tools. Jenna Tools. What?
Did you not?
I didn't ever get it. Hammer,
actually got most
$5. Hammer, $5. Big fine. Missing first pod after being announced
Yeah,
as a
fair
tournament
enough.
member, and then proceeding to post on Instagram stories out playing golf in the middle of a workday. $5 plus 50 cents penalty per bogey scored at golf. Oh shit, yeah.
A lot of money,
Oh
genitals.
shit, yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. Genitals, that's a bit of money from me, but thank you.
Sean Oates.
Yep, that's fine.
It's fine.
We take it. Clear. Willie S gets the fine, $5. When Hoggy was explaining the Richmond player who played his first game in a grand final, having banter over the fence when he kicked a set shot, it was Marlon Pickett, not Shea Bolton. $3 for getting the player's name wrong, and another $2 for blowing up about it in the media. I'm not going to rebut it.
You
but
can't.
He wasn't talking about what Sean is talking about. That was the point. Anyway,
No
thank
rebutting.
you, Sean.
No
$5
rebutting.
going to charity. I really appreciate you pulling up on that.
Yep.
Andy Love Gibbons. Scully, I know it sounds like it should be.
Yeah, okay.
Good name.
Scully and a large part of society gets a $2 fine.
Wow, okay. So that's a lot of money.
Every time someone says correct in a conversation.
Right, okay.
What happened to the good old-fashioned yep or previously accepted that's right? Life is starting to sound like a school test when the answers are being read out. $2 per violation. Money goes towards a day at the pub slamming back shelters. I'm in Victoria, so really it'll be for my flight. Thank you very much, Andy. That's
Sure.
fair enough. Done and dusted. Happy with that, fellas?
That's right.
Incredibly happy.
What a weird thing to say. That's right.
Love
We got
Gibbons.
Matty Pavlich coming up on the podcast Wednesday. It was a very good interview. Charlie missed out, big Freo fan, but luckily we had Damo in the house, also a big Freo fan. So they were there for it. Pavlich, very, very good. I
Super.
might add. Yeah, he was very good. When are we getting your brother on? When's he coming on?
I got a few of them. Which one?
Will. The non-footballer
Yeah,
one.
the non-football. Get him on next
We
week.
talk about the time we took over your phone in the
Oh, yeah,
five
that
session
was
West Coast.
unbelievable. Talk about that on Patreon.
That's another one. We are going to stick around for a bit of extra content here on Patreon. We can tell that story.
Yeah, we can
It's
tell
a
that
very
story.
good
There you
story.
go.
I've never seen someone I've never been so embarrassed to put someone in that position, a first-year player at a football club. We're about to tell that story.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening along. BackChat __ on socials. Follow along. Tell your mates. Share the love. Organic growth. That's what we bloody love here at BackChat.
Don't we?
Backchatpodcast.com.au is where you'll find all the stuff. Thanks to our supporters. Whippersnapper, Margaret River Roasting Co., Blue Bet, Sheldon Brewing, Leaderville Cameras, VIP codes with patrons for all those guys over there. And stick around, patrons, because we've got some coming up after this.
Brilliant.